A Brazilian woman enslaved as a maid from the age of 8 for almost 4 decades and forced into marriage has been rescued in a rare crackdown on domestic slavery, officials said. She had worked for the family for most of her life without pay or any time off, according to labor inspectors.
Here's a summary of the article.
The victim was given up as a child by her destitute parents to the family of Dalton Cesar Milagres Riguera, a professor at UNIPAM, a not-for-profit university, and raised by his mother, inspectors said. A lawyer representing the Riguera family said they had been presented as guilty by high-rating news show Fantástico, which revealed the rescue on Sunday, before their case was heard in court. The woman, identified as Madalena Gordiano, told the program she came to the family aged 8 to ask for bread. The house owner decided to take her in and agreed to adopt her. Labor prosecutors said they were trying to strike a deal with the Riguera family to pay compensation to the victim. Riguera's neighbors alerted authorities after receiving notes from the 46-year-old asking them to buy food and hygiene products since she had no money, according to the inspectors. During her captivity, the woman was forced to marry an elderly relative of the family so that they could continue to receive his pension after he died, authorities said. Following her rescue at the end of November, the woman was taken to a shelter where she is being assisted by psychologists and social workers.
This post received a score of 52,000, with an upvote ratio of 94%. Here are the top comments in response to this article.
She was found after giving a note to neighbors asking for hygiene products. Lend me soap to shower, you'll receive a prayer, that tore me up, man.
What the fuck? This broke my heart. All this does is make me want to beat the hell out of her captors. Why can't people just not be selfish? For the life of me, I can't wrap my head around not wanting to share even the most little thing to make someone else happy. Like FFS, soap?
Yea, that note infuriated me as well, but silver lining, those idiots forced her to marry an old relative so they could continue to collect his benefits, but now she will be getting all the benefits, which is around $2,000 per month. Hopefully she has someone trustworthy to navigate all of this newness.
I appreciated that little piece as well about the pension. At least she is getting something from these shitstains.
Hopefully they force them to back pay her as well. She should live comfortably with the pension money, but I want those fuckers to really suffer, not just monetarily.
I'd hope they're sued to hell and back for hours worked and not paid. Scum.
I'd hope they serve life in prison. You know, for the whole slavery thing.
That goes unsaid. You know, due to the whole being human thing.
For sure. Reading the article, it looks like the main dude faces 8 years. It's 8 Brazilian prison years though, I guess. Hopefully they throw some fraud charges at him too for withholding the pension that was rightfully hers. I just hope the poor lady enjoys the rest of her life. It sounds like she's set by Brazilian standards. But fuck, 40 years.
An interesting and emotional article by a person who grew up as a child in a house with an indentured maid in America. They immigrated from the Philippines. Edit. As you, Eamon 33 points out, the woman in the article 1 linked, and the woman in OP's story, were slaves and not indentured, as there was no contract or perceived end date. Also below, others have mentioned that there is some controversy, distaste regarding the author's tone. There are some links and conversation regarding that in the comments as well.
I've read this before, but I forgot how excellent this piece was. It's too early to be crying.
I'm crying too, even if I read it once before.
Oh yeah? Well, I cried just from reading the headline.
Oh yeah? Well, I haven't read anything, have no idea what we're talking about, and I've been crying for hours.
#OHYEAH. Well, I've been crying since I was born. I contribute to the rising sea levels.
This also happens in rural Colombia.
This video was automatically created by Reddit to speech. The article and comments in this video were selected from Reddit according to their upvotes, and any paraphrasing was performed by smmry.com, without any human intervention.